1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audiovisual, dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Welcome to the morning announcements. How's everybody doing today? My name is Bomani Armah. Welcome to the morning announcements for Wednesday, January 25th, 2023. We are 192 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Friends, help me break the algorithm, pass along some positivity, give out some RBG energy. Join my email list at notarapper.com. Go into the link to the description and the link for this video to find more information about what I do and how you can stay in contact with me. Every morning, we start by doing a libation. Today's libation is for one Miss Bessie Coleman. All right, Bessie Coleman, January 26, 1892 to April 30th, 1926. An early American civil aviator, she was the first African-American woman and first Native American to hold a pilot's license. She earned her license from the Federal Aeronautique Internationale on June 15, 1921, and was the first Black person to earn an international pilot's license. Born family of sharecroppers in Texas, Coleman worked in the cotton fields at a young age while also studying in a small segregated school. She attended 1 term of college at Langston University. Coleman developed an early interest in flying, but African Americans, Native Americans, and women had no flight training opportunities in the United States. So she saved and obtained sponsorship in Chicago to go to France for flight school. She then became a high-profile pilot in notoriously dangerous air shows in the United States. She was popularly known as Queen Bess and Brave Bessie, and hoped to start a school for African-American flyers. Coleman died in a plane crash in 1926. Her pioneering role was an inspiration to early pilots and to the African-American and Native American communities. Let's read this quote from Bessie Coleman. I decided Blacks should not have to experience the difficulties I had faced, so I decided to open a flying school and teach other Black women to fly. Bessie Coleman. Let me read that quote again. I decided I should not have to experience the difficulties I had faced, so I decided to open a flying school and teach other Black women to fly. Bessie Coleman. Talk about blazing a trail. Every new bit of information I learn about Bessie Coleman makes my jaw drop. In her short life, she did not let any of the obstacles that white supremacy put in her path stop her from reaching her goal. I reflect on this quote and I imagine the guts it would have taken to say this in the 1920s, to dare to make Black and Indigenous women the equals of men in the sky. I think to my own history here in the new millennium, where my sons attended a flight camp sponsored by Valerie L. Thomas, an African-American legend we are blessed to still have, a Black woman who literally a century later took other Black boys and girls into the air here in my hometown. She is literally taking on the mantle that Queen Bess put down. Nothing could stop Bessie, not misogyny, not racism, not poverty. I don't expect everyone to be extraordinary, but I do expect those who are extraordinary to use their skills in the service of their people. Brave Bessie did just that. Let's pour a libation for Bessie Coleman. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flame still flickers. We pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is poured in honor of Miss Bessie Coleman. All right, friends, thank y'all very much for your continued support. Make sure you go to my website, notarapper.com, and my website, babagotbars.com, to find more information about what I do. My latest children album that I did a soft release on last year called Bomani's Beatbox Basement is available on Bandcamp. I want you to go check that out. I also released an EP recently called The Big Slice, with new songs under my my alter ego as the Watermelon Man. As a matter of fact, to make sure we have some good energy on this Wednesday, I'm gonna play for you a song off of that project. This song is called Not My Ministry, and it's about the struggle to not explain myself in the society that we're in. Friends, here comes Not My Ministry. What's up, family? This is Bomani Armah, aka the Watermelon Man. Being the Watermelon Man is all about creating a safe space for black people, where our humanity and intelligence go unquestioned. I'm not about proving to other people that we're worth it. Like the church folks say, that's not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Let me keep it real, say exactly how I feel. I was born into this world to be a modern day griot. In the Matrix, I was born to be a Neo. To black Americans and Afro-Latinos and every type of Creole. As a reflect of my mission, my purpose is not to entertain in this three-ring circus for the people who plot to hurt us with some how can I be of service. I know that makes them nervous, but look below the surface. We're told to work twice as hard to get half. Don't blame white supremacy, that only gets them mad. Be the most model employee they ever had. It's better than the past, so be glad compared to Grandad, this ain't half bad. Microaggressions and bigotry break the truth without fracturing white fragility and sacrifice our bodies as our highest nobility. Y'all killing me, cause that's not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. My people have a longing for some sense of belonging in a country that's treated us so appalling. All my life I feel a calling, a part of a new day dawning. I come from a community that's crawling where black power isn't just talking. So listen, I ain't trying to be smart. This ain't it wouldn't be me or bless your heart. For generations we played our part, follow the rules that we were taught in this rat race that we're caught. The fight for freedom ain't a science, it's an art. I understand the sentiment to be part of a grand experiment, but they use this as an instrument to our own detriment. Not the best use of my talent, time, and temperament to lead everyday people to arrested development. I'm trying to be the family stone, a rock that we can rely on, where biggest leave us alone. Some gotta fight the war to show that we belong. The days are hard, the nights are long. My ministry's a safe space to come home. Yeah, life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. We try to please the stars and stripes. Joining the system might be our kryptonite. We never picked a fight, but we all got gripes. White supremacy's grip is tight, avoiding stereotypes, fighting for all of your rights. But wait, the fight to integrate was not a waste. We showed that we were capable as any race, that we belong any place. We showed strength, we showed grace. My people stared death in the face, pushed back the line. I live in that space. For me not to appreciate would be insane, but what do we gain? Joining this country that causes pain, treats the world with disdain. What's our end game? You want me praising its name? For that I wasn't ordained. I'd rather lift my people up, prove right the people that we love, take back energy till we equal up. The light that I'm the beacon of, the church that I'm the deacon of, a free black space you'll always hear me speaking of. Yeah, life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love love me is not my ministry. Life is short, so I protect my energy. I won't fight to be accepted by my enemy. And no, long suffering ain't the remedy. Teaching them to love me is not my ministry. Mic check 1 2. That is, oh, I didn't mean to share that screen yet. Friends, that was Not My Ministry off the new project called The Big Slice. Definitely go check that out. I appreciate all your support for what I do here every morning. I want to make sure you know about how you can support the morning announcements and our goal to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Go to my website, notarapper.com, and get your Honor the Ancestors mug, your Honor the Ancestors t-shirt. I'm drinking my coffee this morning out of my Honor the Ancestors mug. You know I believe in mottos, in rhythm, rhyme, and repetition. So I want this stuck in my head. So I'm looking at that every morning as I drink my coffee. Thank y'all very much for your support. I'm going to get better at promoting this as the year goes on, but y'all really got to look at this Watermelon Day arts created by the Terrell Arts family. That's Zudeka and James Terrell. They are some amazing artists. They have created these t-shirts as part of a fundraiser for Watermelon Day. Make sure you go to my website, notarapper.com, or go to terrellartsdc.com to find more information about that. You know how I am. I'm always trying to spread that red, black, and green energy and make sure my people feel comfortable in their own skin. All right. Now, let's get into tonight's book. This week, we have been featuring the book Grandad Mandela by Ambassador Zindzi Mandela, Zazi, and Ziwelene Mandela, and Zondwa Mandela. All right, this is an amazing book, an amazing opportunity to introduce your young people to the struggle and the fight against apartheid. I'm not actually going to read any pages. I just want to show you the pictures because my man, who's the illustrator here? Sean Quayles did an amazing job with these illustrations. It's hard to read this and make sure you hear me in the microphone. I'm still trying to figure out how to produce this show. But my man's illustration, as a matter of fact, I am gonna read some of it. The police were very harsh, but why did the white people start making everybody's lives sad? Asked Ziwelene. This is a great illustration of what it took to fight through apartheid. And I know people might think this is ancient history that we don't need to talk about apartheid. But if you look in many parts of the United States of America, the economic divide between black and white people very much resembles South African apartheid. So making sure our young people understand the struggle that we went through, both here and abroad, everywhere you find black people. As part of my Pan-Africanism, I want to make sure we see the connection between all of our struggles. All right. So friends, this is a beautifully illustrated book. It gives you an opportunity to talk slowly and walk your children through the whole apartheid movement. Make sure you read this book first and you're ready to have some resources to let your young people know more information about the person they're learning about, because this is definitely a very heavy topic. Alethea, thank you very much for jamming with me this morning. I see your chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So yeah, make sure you check out Grandad Mandela. That is our book for the week. Let's keep this moving. As you know, I do something called the Frederick Douglass Writing Club, Writing for Freedom since 1838. I'm not going to play this entire video because I want to make sure I leave y'all within 20 minutes. That's always my goal. But I want to give you a taste of what you're going to get if you come check out my show, the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. All right. I have reproduced this video. This video is actually going to look even better when I do it live. But this the intro to my song, Fit to Be a Slave, where I explain to young people how Frederick Douglass learned how to read. And here comes Fit to Be a Slave. Baba Bomani, BabaCatBars.com. What's the most you've ever gone through to learn? Have I read stolen books under candles that burn? Sounding out the hard words as the pages turn? Trying to stay quiet as your stomach churns? Have you ever wondered when you were younger if you never taught your letters and your numbers? Could only read when those who guarded you slumber? If you did, you'd be chased by overseers and slave hunters. What if reading was against the law and all your mental capabilities stayed unused and raw? No books to read, no pencil and paper to draw. Would you hide your eyes from everything that you saw? Young Frederick, he was smart and he was brave. because for him to read was to misbehave. Supposed to be illiterate from the cradle to the grave. A slave who can read isn't fit to be a slave. Young Frederick, he was smart and he was brave, because read was to misbehave. Supposed to be illiterate from the cradle to the grave. A slave who can read isn't fit to be a slave. Young Frederick, he was smart and he was brave, because for him to read was to behave. Supposed to be illiterate from the cradle to the grave. A slave who can read isn't fit to be a slave. Born in 1820s and all right, that's enough for early in the morning. I'm gonna get all hyped up remembering Frederick Douglass's story. Come check me out. Come see the Frederick Douglass Writing Club, Writing for Freedom since 1838, at the Public Playhouse on February 5th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Go to the description in this video to find your tickets. Please, friends, my friends at the Playhouse tell me that it's harder for them to get people to bring their kids to the older kids stuff, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grader. Everybody wants to bring their kids to the young kids stuff, the kindergarten stuff. But let me assure you, your students are not getting fun, interactive, historical, accurate information about their communities in school. That's going to have to be your job. I'm trying to help you with that job. Bring your young people to come see the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. All right. When I do the Frederick Douglass Writing Club, I am going to open up with Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem, written by J. Rosamond Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. I have been practicing that every morning. If you've been watching the show, you've been seeing progressively better at it, and that's what I'm about to do for you right now. Friends, here comes Lift Every Voice and Sing. Friends, that was the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, by James Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. Friends, thank you very much for watching the morning announcements. I really appreciate the energy. There are 3 things I need you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. At the count of 3, I need everyone to say peace, throw up the deuces, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.